Assalamualaikum and very good morning to our colleagues and my friends. I was given a task to do a video about an ideal teacher. Now I'm planning to speak about that criteria that we must have to be an ideal teacher. We all have our favorite teachers. They are the ones that argument you love for a subject, the ones that let you sleep in class, the ones that throw object across the room, the ones that strain your mind, the obviously poisoned ones, the overly nice ones, the cool, the clueless, and the quickly. But what really defines a good teacher? Certainly, the ability to teach is the most important, but is that all it takes? Through my entire public school experience, I've noticed the characteristic that teachers I've learned a lot from have in common. The 5-star teachers, who will remain nameless, really define, in my opinion, what it means to be an excellent teacher. In no particular order, here are the 5 criteria that I think make an ideal teacher. First, have charisma and engaging personalities. Not all teachers have to be comedians, but they do have to engage a class and in a way put in a show. It seems that one of the most difficult challenges that teachers face in maintaining an attentive class. After all, wasting a thought-out lesson plan and an hour or two on an apathetic classroom is something all teachers work to avoid. True, some teachers keep a class engaged just by incorporating humor into the teaching. Naturally, others may throw random, sudden, sharp questions at anyone who might seem like they are drifting off. Second, knowing what you are talking about. A good teacher's knowledge goes beyond knowing a particular subject by heart. More importantly, good teachers have to anticipate the kinds of questions their student might ask. The worst thing a teacher can do is to be roundabout with their answer or respond with, "I don't know." If that happens, students lose faith in the credibility and intellect of their instructor, whether consciously or not. I found that teachers who are able to incorporate application to the real world or include outside reference are generally the most effective. Thus, knowledge means knowledge outside of the textbook and in fact knowledge outside of the classroom. Third, being friendly. Even though in second JC, friendly teachers are easier to approach with questions, easier to learn from, and easier to communicate with. I find that teachers who are too sarcastic, too jocular, or just flat out mean are difficult to relate to. A good teacher straight wish to get to know his or her student by finding similar interests, exchanging anecdotes, or by to get to know his or her students by finding similar interests. And although it's ultimately up to a student to shape their learning experience, a friendly teacher will always be more impacting than an unfriendly one. Fourth, the quality of being useful. For all classes, especially advanced placement ones, it is stop.
Okay.
In conclusion, there are many ways to be an ideal teacher. There are also many views of how an ideal teacher should be. However, the points above are examples of my own perspective of an ideal teacher. Above all, we must bear in mind that we work with humans and not machines. Thus, being the best for them is indeed vital and essential. Thank you. Fourth, the quality of being useful. For all classes, especially advanced placement ones, it is crucial and teachers equip students with what they need to know for assessment. Nothing drains faith in a teacher more than being horribly underprepared for a test of quiz, although it's slowly up to a student to be ready. It should seem obvious that a good teacher will clearly define what is to be accessed. It's such that vast majority of material should be learned within the classroom rather than at home, where said learning should be applied. Those that expect too much of their students assume wrongly or fail to prepare adequately are poor teachers. And I say that with some reserve, understanding it is a student's job to learn, capture and use given material. But at the same time, a good teacher will make sure what being taught is ready to be applied and accessed. And lastly, actually caring. The best teachers are the ones that are truly interested in the success of their students, both in and out of classroom. Teachers who are willing to go the extra mile, say by staying after school to answer questions or by holding review session every morning. A teacher that student can appreciate most when a teacher make it clear that they are motivated to help. They have an instinct quality that motivates students to add their best. These are the kind of instructors, mentors, role models, teachers that are truly exceptional. Thank you.